Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And let's get right into it here. And again, I want to thank everyone for the support on the new channel. Lots of new people joining the Discord. And again, feel free to leave your stocks in the description. I'll be more than happy to cover them for you guys and do some analysis on them. So right now, let's dive right into it here. And we'll take a look at the SPY, which, by the way, before you join the Discord, it's free to everyone. I'm going to be doing a $500 to $5,000 challenge with options trading. Again, I've made significant amounts of money in the past. Obviously, this one's going to be a little bit higher risk, but it should be appealing to a lot of people because, no one has that much money to trade. Not everyone has hundreds of thousands of dollars to trade in the market every single day. And if you're average Joe trying to make some potential returns, then we'll do that inside the Discord. So feel free to join. I'm going to be sharing my account balance every single day, and I'll be sharing my option plays every single day. You guys can follow me if you want. Okay, now financial advice. All right, let's keep going here. On the SPY, we actually had a nice little flat day today. It was up 19 basis points. Not too much happened. The IWM is pushing higher today, so it's actually coming back up to the 203 level, up 1.42%. But again, very lackluster day. Not much happening. We had that big bout of selling on the ETF, on the SPY ETF, a couple days ago on Wave Edge. Same thing on the futures, and again, the futures are going to close soon, and we're going to print a new candle. But I'm doing the video in advance now because I have a very busy night tonight, so I'll give you guys some market updates now. So again, same thing, expecting a potential retrace here to some lower levels, unless we invalidate this downsloping RSI trend line and we break out of it, then we could still push up, and this means that the wave 3 could still potentially be in play. Which, I mean, we'll look for that to play out if it does come to it. But if it doesn't, then we'll just go from what we have here in front of us. Okay, so that's basically it. It could turn into a very big buying opportunity. Again, this would be like a 5% drop back to the previous all-time high and maybe a retest of it, and then that would turn into the final third wave, and then a 4 and a 5. Okay. Market side for today, not showing anything really interesting. The weekly time frame, however, the momentum is starting to roll over once again on the SPY. We had a red dot last week, but we did not confirm. Are we going to confirm this week? There is a lot of data coming out on, I believe, Thursday is the PCE data for the market, and that's going to be what everyone's looking at basically, because that's what the Fed looks at in terms of future inflation outlooks, and it's the one that they rely on the most. So if that one comes in hotter than expected, you can expect possibly higher rates for longer, which the market does not want at all. Okay, so again, nothing happening on the wave edge here. On the shorter time frames, 4 hour, you have a right cross coming up here, but again, in a strong uptrend, those can pretty much be ignored. 1 hour time frame, you have a green cross. So it looks like the market continues to float up on light volume. Not really much to say about it. All right, let's get on to some individual names. I know a lot of people want me to cover their stocks, so we'll take a look at it. So again, actually, Bitcoin had a very big spike recently, so we'll start off with Mara. So Mara looks like it is not the bearish scenario here, and we are playing out in a much more bullish scenario. So this is turning out to be a potential 5-wave move, which I can illustrate now. So I'll delete all these ones that we have planned out for a 3-wave move. And now that we have 5 waves, we can clearly make out 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right? So beautiful pattern here on Mara. And to me, when I look at it, it looks like it could actually be finishing up, which would mean you'd still be getting a potentially bigger retrace. But you don't have to be like worried and be scared of like, oh my God, the price is going to drop and the run is over for Bitcoin. No, not at all. In fact, I think we have much more upside in Bitcoin in the later half of the year. It's just right now it's getting very euphoric and people are definitely piling in, and which is usually the wrong time to be buying in my opinion, if you're looking to get on these crypto plays. When you look at Bitcoin, I'll just cover, I know we don't cover crypto too much on this channel, but we'll just show you guys very quickly. When you look at where Bitcoin has gone from the lows here at 15,000 to 56,000, and you do a Fibonacci retrace from the all-time high, from the last cycle at least, all the way down to the low here. And if you really want to be accurate, then you can pull it down to the tick, right, to the last tick that we had there, and then you'll see that what did we just hit today? The 786, the 75% retracement of this move. So technically, we could very well be done. When you look at the SPY, you have similar situations where you will rally back up, right, from a 75% retrace essentially to the 786 after a very big down move. And you can see we kind of hit the 786 and then we started to roll over. So again, I would probably be looking for something like this. It doesn't mean you're gonna go down and break new lows. No, not at all. In fact, it could turn out to be a very big buying opportunity. So what I have to say about that would mean that the wave 1 is possibly finishing here. You're gonna get a deep wave 2 pullback, which will turn out to be like a really big buying opportunity. And then the third wave will start once the real Bitcoin bull run will begin. So that's what I have here for Mara. Same thing goes for CLSK and then a Riot, all those other stocks. Riot seems to be struggling here, unable to make another high. Could be a more complex correction, but we'll see in the coming days, see if Bitcoin does make new highs or not. Anyways, let's get back onto the individual names. We'll take a look at ROKU. So ROKU had a nice little bullish sign here today, I would say. So ROKU actually gapped down on a downgrade, so that was actually bearish news, and you made a lower low. But look what happened. Once you gapped down on that lower low, pure buying came in. So you can see that there's a lot of buying starting to happen on ROKU. Let me just double check Wave Edge to see if we are seeing any buying here. Okay, we're not seeing any significant buying, but we are getting green crosses, which is a very bullish sign for if you're looking to long the stock. So again, a nice little amount of buying coming in, obviously at the lows here. So this is definitely bullish, but we could still very well be in wave 5. And don't be surprised if we start to melt down again, but you see big spikes up. It means people are buying the dip on this stock, and we will most likely find a low eventually, and then we'll come out of it in the third wave. All right, let's take a look at SBUX here. So we'll take a look at SBUX. So SBUX coming down back into the buy area, bouncing out of it today. So getting a nice little bounce off of it. Now, what I really want to see is this start to impulse out. And if it finally starts to impulse out, then we will be out of this pattern here. We will know once we break above this trend line, or this downsloping trend line, or this upsloping trend line. If you break the upsloping one, it could be something much more bearish. If you're breaking the downsloping one, it's going to be something much more bullish, where you're going to rally back up to 102. Let's cover NVIDIA. Take a look at NVIDIA, then we'll take a look at Tesla. So NVIDIA kind of chopping sideways today, not much happening. It could be that we might still be in this fifth wave and you're just consolidating before another high. That could take us to the 800 levels, maybe even the 900s. Some people are speculating that we're going straight to 1,000. When I do look at the indexes, though, it doesn't seem that way. But today was a nice little update in the Nasdaq. So we'll have to see. We'll see once we get there. Okay, and we'll see what the PCE data gives us, because that's going to be a very big market moving event. We'll take a look here at one more data point. Actually, no, I think I've covered everything on NVIDIA. We're still looking for a bigger pullback. Once we do get that, it's going to be turning into a big buy opportunity, into a final rally into 1,000 to 1,100. Tesla, we'll take a look at Tesla. Tesla actually pushed higher today. So it's just extending the C wave here, but you are in the sell area. And you can see, even though we are pushing into it, gapping into it, you are seeing selling. So in my opinion, This is a short area for Tesla, and I would be looking for lower prices if that comes. And then we have buy areas down here. Again, these are larger and longer term buy areas. Obviously, the larger ones for the longer term go down deeper to 125 all the way to 178. And hopefully, if you're looking for a shorter term move, then 145 to 176. All right. Let me take a look at some other names here. I think some people left a lot of comments, and we'll take a look at them. And Apple and Microsoft. So I don't know if we've done Microsoft yet, but I've done Apple in the past, so we'll take a look at that one. So Apple is still in this complex, yeah, I guess I would say it could be a little bit of a more complex correction. Wave 1, 2, 3. Now you could be technically still in the 2, right? You could just be extending the wave 2, but right now it looks like we could be in the third wave, right? 1, and then you're just chopping it around in the 2, and you're waiting for the move to happen, and then it'll be a 3-3 moment, which would be a very big drop in Apple. This would mean you would have to have a lot of bad news to push Apple down. Looks like recently we got some good news on Apple. It seems to have a nice little update today, up 81 basis points. But we'll see. We'll see when the time comes for Apple. I am technically looking for a target of, 159 to 148 on Apple, which is bearish, right? But we'll have to see if this plays out. If it doesn't play out, then it doesn't. Let me take a look at Microsoft. Someone asked me to do Microsoft, so we'll take a look at it. We've been tracking Microsoft just on chart patterns for quite a bit of time. So it's essentially the same as everything else, finishing up in a potentially either a fifth wave or it's just doing an ABC. So if we're looking for the ABC pattern, it's something like this, right? A, B, and C. And then you're gonna come back down in a 5-wave move in a C leg, or it's gonna do WXY, which is another ABC correction towards the downside. But this is what I see. You can clearly make a 3-wave move here. So that's your A, B, and C. And now it's taking off in 5 waves up towards the upside. Now, could the 5 waves be done, right? Could it already be done? We'll get on some smaller time frames. We'll take a look here. Let me see. 5 waves. Could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You could be making 5. Let me just see where the RSI peak is. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, so you would have taken this. So the third wave extended. So you're actually in a 4 right now. Is the 4 done? It could be done. It could also be looking to make a lower low on Microsoft. So right now, Microsoft kind of looks like it's got a bit of an ABC pattern going on here. Something like this. And what if in terms of a target, I would have to look for something between if the ABC move is done, you would be looking for something. Let me just see here. Make sure it's accurate. The one that I just drew. Yep. So that's actually pretty good. So if it's finished here and you're gonna drop, and you're looking for a buy area for the 4th wave, it's gonna be between this area right here, between 392 and 378. And at which point the 4th wave should finish, and then you'll come out of it in a 5th wave, and that'll be it. This is about a 6 or maximum 7% drop. All right, and then you should continue up from there. Hopefully that helps. That's for Microsoft. Let me see who else asked anything. Okay, I think that's it for now. Someone asked XBI. XBI. Let me take a look at XBI. Have we covered this one in the past? I think we covered it. Oh no, this one I've already covered it, and it's actually breaking out. So the wave 2 is already in, and it appears that we're just in the 3rd wave now. So it didn't hit my target, and it's just taking off. So now you're in a 3-3 moment, or you're in your first. Yeah, you should be in the 3-3. So you could be doing this. and then like so. And then you'll do that. So it's looking good for XBI. Let me take a look at the TLT. The TLT. So the TLT again looks like it's dropping. I mean, I am expecting the fifth wave to continue. We're looking for lower prices. We'll really know when the fifth wave is happening once we break this low here. We cross back below this white line. Then in that case, I have a price target here between 90 to 88 on the TLT, and that's going to be inside my larger buy area, and then we should take off from there. So that's the bullish scenario playing out. Let me take a look at the yields. Same thing, the yields and TLT. So the yields coming back up a little bit here. Same thing. I think the dollar came back, perked up a little bit as well, but it's holding above its 200-day moving average. Is it consolidating before a big move up? It could be. It could be. Could be. When we take a look at the DXY on the daily time frame on Market Cipher, let me see what we got going on. We got green money flow. 4 hour, you got red money flow, but you do have bullish divergence on the momentum waves, I believe. Let me just take a look. Yeah, you got upsloping momentum wave, momentum. It's coming back up. It actually didn't even make a lower low, and the momentum's coming back up, so that's good news. Weekly time frame, still looking a little bit bearish on the weekly. You know, you're still in red money flow technically. No top, no significant top on a weekly time frame. And the monthly is looking better. It's shaping up much better. It was looking really bad, but now it looks like it is showing that the monthly should continue up to like 117 to 130 on the DXY, which would be, you know, abysmal for the markets. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there. All right. 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think we'll cover maybe natural gas. We'll finish it off with natural gas. So natural gas came back, like I mentioned yesterday, in a deep wave 2 retracement. Almost tagged the buy area again. I got a little bit of front running there. And now it appears to be in a 3-3 moment. So I think the wave 2 could be finished. If you're going to do a bit of a retrace, a little bit, you know, another deeper one, you can. Maybe come back to like the 1.7 level and then continue to move up. And then we'll be looking for a top into short natural gas if we can get up to $2. If it's making a significant low in the market and the fifth wave is done, then in that case we want to see a break above $2 and possibly even $2.20. Then we'll really know for sure, because when we broke down from this upsloping trend line, it really turned the scenario from possibly really bullish to completely bearish. And you could see with the RSI coming down here to 20.73 and taking out this pivot, this showed us that this is a third wave move. Okay. All right. Hopefully that helps. Let me take a look at, no, I think that's it. That's it for now. If you guys want to join the Discord, it's free. Come on in, leave a like and subscribe, help support the channel, and I'll be more than happy to do more analysis for you guys. I'm already making a lot of, free updates in general already. I think I added dark pool data to the market. Free trades are there. And again, feel free to join, guys. Peace.